I'm back. How's it going, Twitch? My name is Skull, and on behalf of East Asia Soft, welcome to today's stream. Today, I am playing a game called Burrow of the Fallen Bear, a gay furry visual novel. That is exactly what it is called. So, I have no idea what to expect from this. I love visual novels. That's all I got. Let's hop into it. See what kind of game awaits us. Ooh, by East Asia Soft. I know those guys. Male doll. Okay. Burrow of the Fallen Bear, a gay, furry visual novel. What a title. Okay, looks like we can unlock the gallery later. We get to unlock the characters. Let's see. Kryle, the adventurer kitten. Kitten. Okay. Kryle is an impulsive and naive adventurer who dreams to become a furry hero. His lack of experience is compensated by his charisma. A lot of badges. Choose a badge on the right side to access information on how to unlock it. Out of the frying pan, get incinerated by the red dragon. Bird food, get eaten by the winged monster. These are all really weird ways to die. Get impaled by the fallen bear spear. Ugh. Get to unlock all the music and listen to it whenever you want. And all the credits. Cool. A very short list. Wow. It's always exciting to see games made by just a small team of people or even by just one person. Let's go ahead and, well, first of all, check out the settings. Yeah, English, although you could also do Spanish and Portuguese. Settings again. Turn the master volume up just a little. There we go. Let's go with that. Let's hop into it. See what awaits us. Would you like to play this session with live 2D animations or static sprites? Live 2D, please. 8 months, 7 days, 3 hours, and I'm ready for my first mission. Even though these idiots from my guild did not believe in my skills, they weren't expecting that I could have learned some tricks. This is so mind-blowing. A cat from a small country village going to explore one of the oldest dungeons of the kingdom. Especially because this is not just any dungeon. It's the Burrow of the Fallen Bear. It's a dungeon that for a long time had a seal preventing anyone from entering it. I wonder if there's a reason the steel is getting weaker. I can't remember clearly if someone talked about it. It doesn't matter anyway. What matters is I'm about to live one of the most important moments of an adventurer's life. I can feel that I'm prepared for this. But I can't deny that sometimes I'm afraid of the monsters I'll find on the way. Kryle unlocked at the gallery. Woohoo! Stop right there! Paws in the air! What? Slowly, slowly. Don't try anything stupid, or I'll kill you. No one told me I should be worried about bandits on the way. Give me your magical stones. Are you out of your mind? I'm not sure if you remember, but in this kingdom, stealing magic stones can sentence you to death. Shut up and give them to me, right now. No! What? Wait a minute. This voice. Is that you, Sylvester? Ha ha ha! Damn, you got me, baby cat. What is with all of these characters running around showing off their pecs? I hear Sylvester's shredded. I hear he's got a shredded 8-pack. What's up, Cryo? What was that, Sylvester? Jeez. Do you want me to have a heart attack? Good thing my 7 lives are intact. Come on, where's your sense of humor? You were so distracted, I couldn't resist it. And you are fine. A lot of adventurers shit on their pants just by thinking about losing their stones. There's no fun in faking a robbery. But what are you doing around here? Is there anything wrong with your guild? We're fine. I'm here because whispers say there are magical creatures in the forest. And considering that the energy of my cub's magical stones is about to end, I need to find a solution to recover them. You're still the same as when I met you, Sylvester. What do you expect me to do, Cryle? At least this time I'm not taking stones from high society. Yep. Should I say this is progress? Of course not. This is temporary work. You know, it's almost impossible for people like you and me, mere mortals, to get powerful stones in a legal way. Look at yours. How long have you been carrying this small firestone you've crafted on your daggers? Some years, I would say. And how do you want to become really powerful if part of your magical skills depend on the benefit of the magical stones? If you had a bigger stone, your magical skills would be at a higher level. There's not much to talk about this, Cryle. You are an adventurer. You put your life at stake, and you can't become powerful easily because the king doesn't care about you. He keeps providing benefits for the recharged stone centers and increasing taxes so that poor people don't become powerful. The system we live in is already broken, and it isn't fair for those who have a hard life to pay for others to keep their power and privileges. In other words, you're not going to quit Robin Hood's life, will you? You're becoming smarter, baby cat. There's a lot of work to do to fix society, don't you think? Wait. Is there someone with you? No, I'm alone. We are not alone. The creatures have found us. We can fight them. What the hell are you talking about? It's stupid to fight groups of creatures. Run! Where are we? Inside the forest, where we can hide from those creatures. Watch your step. I know. And you don't need to talk to me as if I'm about to fall into a magical trap. It's not as if I don't have any background experiences. They aren't the only problem here. Just be careful and keep your mouth shut, Cryo. Meow. Okay, what? What did I said? Something has bitten me. Damn, Cryle. Let me see. You know we wouldn't need to be here if you hadn't thought about staying to fight, right? Why do you keep acting like a baby cat? Magical creatures are not as strong as they look. They are not like the creatures you're used to fighting. The ones in this forest seem to be controlled by the stones they have on their bodies. I'm not sure yet. I'm investigating it. I didn't know any of this. I know. That's why I'm telling you. I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, but this started after the burrows of the fallen bear's seal became weaker. I'm here to kill some of these creatures and get their stones. Maybe my cubs and I can become stronger by carrying them. It's hurting. It's burning. Oh, is Cryle about to die right now, this very moment? That was fast. Shit, this looks bad. My bet is you were bitten by a green bug. It's poisonous. Its poison is a pain in the ass. Tell me more about this burning feeling. Where is it? Close to my left paw. It's only in this region, or are you feeling it spreading up? Why are you asking this? This will not get worse, right? Shut up, Kryle, and answer my question. Only in this region, so far. Perfect, we have time. I need to do something before you catch a fever. Promise me you will not tell anyone what you are about to see. Good night, everybody. I promise, I guess. While I'm feeling anxious to discover what Sylvester wants to tell or show me, he puts a small green stone out of his underpants. Is this a life stone? Yes. I'll try to use it, but it's not a guarantee it can heal you. In fact, I've never used this to heal poison, just my wounds when I needed it. It's not like I have many options. Yeah, you could take an antidote when we reach the camp. Are you ready? Stay closer to me and stay still, please. The stone will probably make your pain get worse before eliminating it. Okay. Putting the stone on my paw, Sylvester says a few words, which I suppose are magical. Ah! It's burning a lot! Jeez! Ow! Don't move. Even though I'm struggling with my body to be still, my muscles contract involuntarily in pain. Don't move! Don't move! It's almost done. Sylvester puts his paw on my chest to help me, and his touch is so smooth. Squeeze my paw, Kryle. It may help you stay still. Without questioning, I obey him, squeezing as hard as I can with my eyes closed. Then, his pheromones start to invade my snout area. His smell is a mix of sweat and underground places. I don't know how to define it better. Many people wouldn't like it, but for some reason, my body answers to that. I keep squeezing his paw, and my body's unforeseen reaction apparently helps the pain go away. See? This is palliative, but now we are able to go back to camp. Thank you, Sylvester. I don't know what I would do if you were not here. Wait a minute. Could you tell me why you've gotten a boner, Kryle? I blush instantaneously. Deep down, I'm angry at my bad luck. Sorry, it came from nowhere. Judging by Sylvester's face, my words don't sound convincing. So, why are you and your voice shaking, Kryle? Don't try to make a fool out of me. I don't know, I'm serious. I was fine until I smelled you. It turned me on. Huh. I can see it. At each word Sylvester says, he keeps getting closer to me. Then he, can we show this? Is it this is I can't. Then he moves. I can't get through it. I can't do this with a straight face. I can't. Then he moves his paw down my chest until reaching my cock. Have you ever gotten a boner from me before? Just one time, I think. You were one of my inspirations to become an adventurer. It's natural to fantasize about creatures who inspire us, I suppose. Oh, you are cute. Can I? We are so gonna get banned on Twitch. Oh my god, no! No! Oh! Going behind me and moving his paw into my underpants, I nod so he can keep going. It's pretty hard, huh? I nod again. Well, I feel my cock throbbing on his soft paw. What am I reading? Oh my god! Your paw is so soft. I know how to be gentle, Cryle, especially with my paws. Oh my god. I can't believe you're doing this to me. We shouldn't say no when a friend needs a hand. Faster. Yes, please. That's how adventurers should be, Cryle. Smart at a fight and great at sex. There's not even an innuendo. I can't even make a joke. I can't even say goodnight, everybody. This is explicit. I don't even know why I'm taking these screenshots. Okay. Slow down. It's been a while since I jerked off. There's no problem with that. Slow. I'm sorry if this is everyone watching this on YouTube afterwards. I am sorry that I can't make this more enjoyable for you. It's really hard for me to take this seriously. I can't. Okay, for the sake of this, this is so gonna get us banned. I'm gonna do this as seriously as possible. I can't hold it any longer. I'll come all over your paw. Be careful. Just give me what you want, baby cat. Ah! Damn, Cryle. What a load. If you want to be a good adventurer, don't forget the pleasures of life. I'm serious. No answer comes out of my mouth. Just a fake, light smile. We are gonna get banned. It's gonna happen. This is the stream that got East Asia Soft banned on Twitch. Feeling better? Yes. Don't be shy, Cryle. You're not a kitten anymore. I just like to call you baby cat because you got such a young spirit, and it's kind of cute. As he just said that I'm cute? I would never say I'm his type. You're already an adult adventurer on your first mission. I had just a few sexual experiences. That's it. Time to learn new things then. Sylvester, since you're talking about this topic, can I ask you something? Only if it's one question. I'll lead you to the camp, and then I'll go back to work. Do I have a big cock? Oh, Cryle. There is another reason for you to enjoy your adventure as much as you can. The size of your dick doesn't define your partner's pleasure. Focus on the experience as a whole and have fun with that. Is this some kind of a roundabout way of saying no? If you focus on comparing your cock to others, you'll waste your time and will keep having insecurities. Anyways, you carry a big cock. Now have fun and try to use it. I thank you for the advice. Let's stop this chit-chat and go to the camp. The creatures are gone. Right behind you. What have I gotten myself into? Finally! So, this is the camp you've been looking for. Shouldn't there be more creatures? I'm early. Good adventurers always keep a step ahead of the others. Haha. It's pretty good to see your excitement, baby cat. But now, considering you're safe, this is the moment we say goodbye. Oh. Do you want to stick around a little bit? Creatures don't care about our free time. They will keep causing more problems. And those from here have given me a big one to solve. I get it. Maybe another time then. Yeah, so take care of yourself. And I'll see you around, Kryle. Thank you again, Sylvester. See you. Sylvester unlocked. Yay. While Sylvester goes away in one direction, I look around. Even though it's early, there are some tents assembled around a huge bonfire and others away from it. Judging by the tent's fabric, one or two probably are owned by rich people. The one on the left specifically has a blazon of which I don't have a clear vision. Probably its owner is part of the high society. The others seem to be on average for common people like me. There are also some adventurers close to the bonfire who clearly are at different levels. Even so, before I introduce myself, there is a thing I need to do first. The first thing I do is walk to the cave entrance so I can see it for myself. As expected, the seal is still there. A large, swirling blue magical rune in front of the cavernous entrance. Oh, what if this mission is the front door for me to meet my heroes? The furry heroes. I can already picture Wharton, the lonely bear, with his long face staring at me. I'm sure he would try to use his monstrous force to make me obey his orders. Good night, everybody. And they also have Thomas, the researcher, the one with the big glasses. Probably he would be the first to analyze my skills before watching me on the battlefield. Mage's usual behaviors. To increase our team's potential with rogue skills, I'll be closer to Toby, the streetwise. Even though we're from different species, our classes are the same, and we can learn from each other. A good team also needs someone who possesses a water stone. Takin, the shark, is too shy and fragile for me, considering he is a shark, but a great team is not perfect. And last, but not least, my idol, the best fighter and superstar of 1,000 generations. Sonny's the lion. His songs have been inspiring me so much since I was a kitten. I can't imagine what my reaction will be when I'm about to work with him for the first time. Wait, I shouldn't have any preferences. They are all my heroes. And is there anyone in the world who doesn't like them? I don't know a single person who doesn't. Even though they were cursed almost 3 centuries ago, they keep their legacy intact. But every legacy can be improved, right? What if I'm the one who will eventually save them and make part of their history? Looking at the skies, I take a deep breath and stare back at the magical rune. Who knows? I might even be one of them. It's just a matter of proving my value to the kingdom, and this will happen right now. Feeling refreshed, I trudge back to camp. There are a few things I need to do while I discover how adventurers have been entering the dungeon. We got quite a few decisions here. Just choices. Look for some kind of infirmary. Considering we're injured, we probably should do that first. Investigate the lone tent close to the trees. It's a trap! Examine the tent with the blazon. Check out the peddler near the camp entrance. Let's start with the infirmary. We definitely need to heal. I start walking in search of somewhere where I can better treat the bite. Even though Sylvester had helped me, he was pretty clear I needed to find an antidote when I reached the camp. I could see a young shark coming out of the most colorful and elaborate tents in the camp. His fin seems heavily bandaged. Thinking there might be something interesting there, I decide to approach it. Hi? Excuse me, is anyone there? Then I hear movement coming from the exit of the tent, and a big surprise pops up in front of it. Tall. My mouth fell open. I think this is the widest creature I've ever seen in my life. How do I do a bear? Oh, welcome, kitten. Can I help you in any way? His voice is deep and powerful. Still, he has a calm, welcoming tone, and I can't help but feel at peace, which means I've got to change that voice. Hello. I'm hurt. New voice. Boris. Oh, hello there. Hurt. Nice to meet you. I'm Boris, a traveling doctor. I'm here to take care of adventurers who get injured while exploring. Do you need anything, Cub? Boris unlocked in the gallery. I mean, this must seem pretty stupid to you, a doctor who probably usually deals with more serious wounds, but I thought it was better to be safe than sorry, you know? No, this doesn't seem stupid at all. Insect bites can be dangerous, you know? In this forest, overrun by magical creatures, it only takes one insect, bathed in magical fire dust, to make their sting lethal. I'm so proud of you for coming for professional medical help, okay? The doctor's kind words make my nervousness drain away, almost like magic taking over my body. He looks so calm. Thank you, mister. Now that we've got that out of the way, could you tell me your name? Oh, sorry, I'm Kryle. I'm a novice adventurer. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure for me, too. Can you accompany me, Kryle? The doctor guided me to an area farther away from his tent. There's a makeshift stretcher of straw lying on the floor. If possible, could you remove your cape and lay down there? I need to see how your body is. Oh, of course. Feeling a little embarrassed, I still follow the doctor's instructions. After lying down, I'm able to get a lower view of him. It's still hard to really explain the size difference that exists between us. I feel like he could throw me over his shoulder like I'm nothing more than a stick. He kneels beside me, and I could feel his woodsy scent fill my nostrils. He touches me with his strong paw. It has a rough texture, used for all sorts of things. But when I feel his brown fur rub against my skin, it feels soft and well-groomed, providing an incredible contrast. Your body looks fine. If there was any strong poison, I would be able to tell you by the texture of your chest. Can you show me where the bite was? I feel my muscles relax just by listening to his voice. So I take a deep breath, nod, and raise my paw. Hi, male doll. How's it going? Oh, I already got an adult scene with Sylvester. That was, I gotta say, like, it mostly just caught me off guard to just see something like that early in a VN, you know? It was awesome, don't get me wrong. Okay, I'll try and remember this. During this camp moment, all 3 characters have 3 choices, so in the third one, choose the one who will quit the route, otherwise you'll get the adult scene. So you don't want me to get the adult scene? Interesting. It's a pretty ugly bite, to be honest. I'm glad you came to me. This could get much worse if you didn't get medical help. I see Boris walking away, apparently to fetch some alcohol-scented product. This might hurt a little. Hang in there, okay, Cryle? And also, Male Doll, I wanted to say, like, I really like the game. The art style is beautiful. I love the characters, the animations. I haven't played enough the story to give you an opinion on that, but, like, I am really liking what I'm playing so far. It's a very pleasant game to play, for lack of a better way of putting it. Like, it's a nice-looking game, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Don't want to get banned. That might be a very fair point, yes. This might hurt a little. Hang in there, okay, Cryle? When he brings the wet tissue closer to the bite, even though it was no big deal for me, I couldn't help moving my body a little way from the stretcher, squirming. Good. See? It wasn't so bad. Just a little burning feeling. Now you should get better soon. Huh. Was that all? Wow. Thank you, Doc. How much will this treatment cost? No need to worry, pup. I'm not here for the money. My goal here is to be able to help young people like you. I have enough resources. Are you sure? It seems a little unfair. Is there anything else I could do to pay you back? Well, if you want, how about staying a little longer so we can talk? I'd like to get to know you more, Cryle. Well, sorry. I don't know if I have much time for this. Oh, I understand. There's no need to worry. Whenever you need something, you know where to find me. I stand up, waving at the doctor as I bid him farewell, and head back towards the camp center. There are still more places I'd like to check out, and I don't want to be late. So we can investigate the lone tent close to the trees, which is definitely a trap. A lone tent close to the trees, far away from eyes or ears. Yeah, we're definitely about to be kidnapped. That's what happens if we go there. Examine the tent with the blazon, or check out the peddler near the camp entrance. So all 3 of these are probably going to get us kidnapped, but let's go to the tent. I'm curious. I'll admit that the tent that is furthest one made me quite curious. More in the center, there are many others, colorful or not, simple and elaborate, with many people around them. But this one in particular was different. There were rips along its length, and its color was leaden. I didn't see anyone around it either. Is it abandoned? With that thought in mind, I decided to approach it. Might end up finding some forgotten treasure. As I approached the entrance, however, I felt a strange chill. I saw some boxes and hangers in front of the tent. There were a number of weapons there. Swords, axes. They all looked raw and simple, but with a lethal air. Is it dried blood? I also see a parchment held to the board near the entrance by a rough knife. As I approach it, I see something weird. It's a gorgeous furry hero's art, but they have what appears to be black and red scribbles on their faces. Hey, you! Suddenly, I heard a voice from behind me, which made me freeze. It was low and throaty, almost like a growl. I suddenly felt like prey falling into a trap. It sounded serious, but not loud. Then I felt a large paw with extremely sharp claws touching my right shoulder, pulling me in the opposite direction. Okay, it's this kind of character.
Could you tell me why the fuck you're coming into my tent?
In front of me was the most intimidating wolf I'd ever seen. His hot breath warmed my face, and I could see his sharp teeth that could actually rip an arm off. Could it be him?
Will you answer me, kitten? Do I need to say please?
I'm sorry. I wanted to know who was hiding here.
Hiding? Oh, I'm not hiding. I just don't have the patience to put up with these little pieces of shit who call themselves adventurers.
Unlocked Ulfric. Cool.
You're looking intensely at my face. Wanna say something?
I felt my brain took a while to process what was happening. By appearance, by weapons, and by the symbol of the furry heroes. Do you happen to be the Silver Hunter?
Ulfric. Call me Ulfric. I don't give a shit about those titles.
I know the rumors about him. An adventurer who has been arrested countless times. Underground market activity and extreme violence and conflicts within cities, as I recall. He is said to have an incendiary and dangerous temper. Saying the wrong thing can make him rip your head off right away. I swallowed my saliva and answered. All right, Ulfric. I'm Kryle. If he's here, it's not a good thing. I need to know. How should I proceed? I'm sorry, sir. I had no interest in disturbing you. I'm going to leave immediately. I think, unless I'm wrong, I think, a decision had, popped up for, a split second. I could be wrong, but I think a decision was popping up for, a split second as I was moving forward. I don't know. Anyway. If there was a decision, we made a decision.
Tell me something. Do you think I'm one of your assholes nobles who wanted you to keep kissing their asses? I don't usually have the patience for shitty pretend education, so don't waste my time with it. Doormats and bootlickers are despicable garbage that should choke to death. You're not one of those, are you?
No, I'm not.
I want to make one thing clear. I don't waste time with anything or anyone. You're a budding adventurer, aren't you? You're alone here in the Burrow.
Yes, I'm not part of any group.
You're aware of what you're getting into, aren't you, kitten?
The way he talks, even though he's been nothing but rude to me, I felt a pleasant chill run through my body. His voice has a dangerous ferocity, but at the same time, it's also seductive. Are you talking about the Burrow? I wasn't sure if he was talking about the exploration itself or threatening me.
Of course I am. What else could it be? This place has been sealed for centuries. What's inside of it can be priceless. Rumors about all sorts of wonders that lie within it have spread far and wide. And you know, desperate people don't like to share. This is business. Those fun adventurers singing songs in front of the campfire, you're naive if you think they wouldn't stick a knife in your ribs if that would guarantee them more treasure.
I never thought about it this way.
Then you are naive. Let me guess. You must have grown up getting drunk on the Furry Heroes bullshit. Am I right?
What did you say?
Oh, I was definitely right. Great heroes who defeated threats to the kingdom, saviors of innocent people. It's easy to be the hero when it's you telling the story. The furry heroes are nothing but shitty, opportunistic manipulators who have known the recipe for a good life. It doesn't matter how many people they have to disregard for it.
This is not true. Everyone knows about their deeds.
And were you there to assure they didn't silence those who could tell another version of their story?
I feel my body shake with anger and nervousness. It's the first time I've heard someone talking like that about the furry heroes. Okay. Which of these is most likely to get us killed, and which one is most likely to get us laid? Very important question. Well, I don't want to die today, so dying is incredibly bad for one's health. I don't think any of this makes sense. At the same time, why would he lie to me? He has nothing to lose. Don't get me wrong, I definitely know this is all bullshit. However, I'm really curious to see what he's up to. So, I just remain silent, waiting for him to continue.
Smart kitten. Just because you seem a little smarter than the stupid mice who call themselves adventurers, I'm going to tell you a story. How about that? Once upon a time, a tribe of gray wolves lived on the fringes of society. Due to different religious views, they did not blend in well with the larger tribe in the Central Territory. Still, they lived in peace. They didn't have conflicts with anyone else, and they just wanted to be among themselves. That is, until the day the furry heroes showed up there. They were tracking someone or something, fuck if I know. They asked about this criminal, and nobody knew anything. So, not to have to investigate further, and disgusted with the lack of collaboration, they decided to have a bloodbath. We're going to kill them all. Probably the criminal was one of them. Hilarious, isn't it?
That can't be true. I've never heard anything about it.
Of course not. For you, it was probably just another villain, hunted down and brought to justice. I don't judge you. I probably wouldn't believe it either. If only I didn't have that tribe's blood running through my veins, and had seen the ruins of this village with my own eyes. I am the last descendant of the survivors. If I die, it's over, and the furry heroes can keep their stainless image. So I refuse to let this happen. I'm going to bring all this shit out there and rub in everyone's faces how fucked up their idols really were.
I listened to his story, mostly silently. Even though he's saying the most absurd things I've ever heard, I think the thing that makes me the most uncomfortable is the intensity and sincerity that he believes in it. I feel like I need to clarify this. I need to prove to Ulfric that he's wrong. But I hold back my fury, for now, and at least try to show some sympathy. Ulfric, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I didn't tell you this to make you feel sorry for me. Think of it as a foresight tale. Take care, kitty, because when you're in the dark, all you have is yourself.
Thanks. But Ulfric, you are wrong. I know you're not lying, but I also know that there's something wrong with this story. I'll find evidence of this. I will clarify this, and I will expose everything to you. The words came out of my mouth automatically. I was kind of expecting him to freak out. But to my surprise, he just chuckled.
Ha ha ha! Is that so? So I'll be waiting for that, kitty, to see you break down. I like brave people like you. Let's see who's right. How about it? Like two adventurers, a competition for the truth.
We have a deal.
Now, scram. Go run after furballs or whatever cats do. Or is there something else you'd like to say or do for me, kitty?
His last words seemed even lower than usual, almost like a whisper, but I could still hear them. I think I get what he means. I can't lie, he's really hot. Ulfric really has a sculptural body, an intense dominating voice, and a charming manner of acting.
Well, I'm a thoughtful wolf, you know. I wouldn't let you go without giving you what you want. Or what I want.
With a violent shove, he throws me to the ground behind some high bushes. Here we go! Right after, he is on top of me, pressing his hot body against mine with his exposed shredded 8-pack, as you see. I can feel his mouth on my neck and his teeth rubbing against my skin. But more notably, I feel his hot, wet tongue sliding against me, dampening my fur. I feel like he almost wants to eat me alive.
What do you think if we start a hold longer competition right now? If you come first than me, you lose. Otherwise, I lose.
This is the content you guys want.
Wanna try?
Instantly, I blush at the thought of what he just said. But then I feel a hard and huge dick between my butt cheeks. And if there's a tie?
We only had fucking sex.
Deal? Before I could say one more word, Ulfric showed me his cock.
Time to meet the real Silver Hunter, kitten.
I swallow hard, but his manly tone turns me on even more. You. Silver Hunter is just a title, as you said. You are weak.
Wow. So, you do want to feel the truth? Fine.
My fingers contract in pleasure, and I bite my lips.
The little kitten can't handle everything at once. You're weak. Let's see how long you'll say that. Come on, kitten. Stop contracting your fingers. Didn't you want this?
Yes. I'll not lose to you.
Wow. Stop contracting your butt, fucker.
No.
Shit.
I can't do this.
Take this.
I'll not stop.
I can't.
I'll.
You fucker. Will. Let.
Breathing heavily.
Let's have a draw here. Fuck.
Yes. Ow. I'm not getting paid enough to do this properly. I'm sorry. I can't do this with a straight face. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best.
Fucker! 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 Damn! Fucker!
Then, suddenly, as if nothing had happened, he pulls away from me. I'm just breathing heavily, my vision a little blurry. I see Ulfric rubbing his mane, taking a deep breath, and chuckling.
Not bad, kitty. Not bad. Not bad. You surprised me, I'll admit it. I was just expecting another shitty nobody. But you're interesting.
What do you mean?
It means I'm looking forward to seeing what happens inside the dungeon. Even in the face of danger, you keep defending the furry heroes. You're either very brave or very dumb. You have what it takes to be a very fun rival, I'd say. If you keep impressing me, you could end up being very well rewarded.
Thank you, I guess.
See you later, Kryl.
After that, I nod, and without saying anything, I turn around and walk away. Probably waddle away is more like it. I feel a strange mixture of sensations take over my body and my mind. But as a whole, I believe it was a very unique experience, much like this streaming session today. I would even venture to say that I would like to repeat it at another time. And to be honest, I feel even more determined to save the furry heroes. When I have them on my side, I'm going to rub it all in Ulfric's face. So, let's see who will break down. With that in mind, I head back to the center of the camp, eager to investigate elsewhere. There's going to be people who are going to be looking up playthroughs on YouTube. They're going to come across this, and instead of having someone who's properly trying to play through it all serious, they're going to have me and my stupid face unable to get through these more adult situations with a straight face. To all of those, I apologize. To everyone who's here right now, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're having fun. Because frankly, I think I am. This is fun. I'll examine the tent with the blazon. It's been catching my attention for a while. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Whoever is the owner of it is from the Bodenius Tower Academy. What a creature from one of the most important research centers of the kingdom is doing here. I decided to take a quick look. A huge imp, a hybrid species, is in the middle of the tent inside a wooden washtub with two people close to him. What kind of voice do I give him?
Vuldrak, write this. Expedition, Day 1. The properties found in the dust created by the R Project are highly similar to the energy discovered at the Burrow of the Fallen Bear Seal. More investigation needs to be done to identify the Burrow's energy source. With this in mind, we may be able to bring them back. Them. The furry heroes, you mean? Why are we here, Vuldrak? Wasn't it clear from the moment we left the tower? For a second, his voice frightens me, but I notice they didn't see me. I take a few steps and ended up behind some tapestries. Our project doesn't mean anything to me, so while he keeps talking, my attention jumps to the creature who is bathing him. Lathering the huge imp's shoulders slowly, the creature's movement sets my imagination free. How would the texture of the imp's muscles feel like? How powerful are his paws? I know Sylvester gave me a handy earlier,
But being jerked off by this imp would probably be a completely different experience. Millions of forbidden thoughts start to pop up in my head, and I try to control myself with a deep breath.
Who is there?
With a scary voice, the imp asks, looking in my direction. Even though he can't see me, I feel as if I have committed a crime. I could try to run, but things probably will get worse. So I chose to introduce myself. Hi! I'm so sorry. I was walking around and then I heard some people talking. I decided to check. Without saying a word, the imp nods to the two people close to him and moving his paw indicates them to leave the tent. I feel like I'm stuck to the floor and I keep waiting for him to leave the wash tub, put on his clothes, and walk in my direction. Right now, the fact that I saw him naked doesn't arouse me at all. I'm just cheering to receive a light punishment if he decides to do that. And this is Gravoth. Please, I'm sorry. It was not my intent to hear your conversation. I'm telling you the truth. I swear.
Your name is?
Kryle. In silence, he gets closer to me and lowers his body to look straight into my eyes. Touching my cheek, he starts to feel my texture.
So soft. Are you a rare cat species? I do not remember the last time I saw a cat like you.
I don't think so, sir. In my village, we have a lot of cats like me.
And where are you from?
Short Tail Village, a sort of country collective from the north. Have you heard of it? Squeezing my face as if I was a teddy bear, I start to feel like I'm at a medical appointment.
I have not.
Touching my nose while he moves his head like a doctor would do, it seems he wants to see what is inside my soul.
Do you know my name?
No, I don't.
I'm Gravoth, and?
Getting away from me, I feel he has finished his analysis.
Just to enlighten me, do you have any privileges to enter the official Furland researcher's tent?
So young. Do you have lessons in... Was that another... That was another choice thing that just popped up and I blazed through. Oh, well, hang on. It just started doing automatic. How do I back up on this thing? Roll back is L. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and load up a save here. First time I've done that. Yeah, okay, we do have... Okay, a choice here. No, I don't. I'm sorry if I've done anything illegal. I thought adventurers had their own code of honor among them. Well, let's do that one, because we were already on that path anyway.
So young. Do you have lessons in your collective?
Yes, I've learned a lot of things at school, especially about the Bodenius Tower. And I'm a big fan of your work.
Oh, really? You do not know about basic rules of how to treat Benedius researchers, and you expect me to believe that?
I'm sorry. Maybe I slept in this class.
Makes sense. Actually, this is something you would definitely do. From what I have heard, collective's education is, pretty bad.
I'm sorry, sir, but have I done anything illegal?
Obviously.
Should I ask you for forgiveness right now?
Come on. Do you really think I will waste my time listening to this? Just get out of here before I call my guards.
Thank you for your generosity, sir. I promise that I'll never do this again.
Just go. You have 10 seconds to leave, and counting. 9, 8...
Before he finishes the countdown, I run away. It will be better if I'm far away from here before he decides to search for me. Okay, check out the peddler. Peddlers usually have something interesting to help adventurers. Let me check what this one has to offer me. Loving the voice acting? Oh, thank you, Momo. I do enjoy voice acting. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Hello, cutie. How is your day? Beautiful as today? The excited tone of her voice sets a new mood around her and her affordable tent. Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How about you? Are sales on fire? Yeah, not as good as I want, but enough to brighten up my day. Looking for something special? I could tell you I have a few things that seem to be a perfect choice for you. Really? Like what? Today I'm not looking for anything special. I can show you, but are you sure you're willing to take risks going on such a dangerous burrow? Shouldn't you leave this work to experienced adventurers and veterans? Your life is just beginning. I'm ready for anything or anyone. I'm not a chicken who runs from challenges. I'll stay here until I have evidence of what is going on. Oh, I could see the fire in your eyes, but just a tip. Bravery is a dangerous feeling. Be careful not to fall for it. I will not. Charming. Anyways, let me show you what I have here. Starting by this one, an old and sharp knife forged with magical stone's dust. Whispers say this can be deadly if used against certain types of creatures. Does it work against magical ones? Perhaps. But don't worry, if it doesn't, you'll be taking its magical stone too. So, moving forward, I like this one, a protection ring that was found on an old war battlefield. No one was able to determine its origin, but its ability to create magic barriers keeps working. You're kidding me. I am not! The last user was saved from death when a murderer tried to kill him by throwing a knife at his neck. It takes some time to recharge its energy, so don't count on it all the time. Next! My last one is this ancient medallion. I'm not sure about its origin, but an owl told me once its symbols reminded her of a forbidden eagle language. Oh, are you sure you could sell it? After the curse cast by the eagles, a good relationship between kingdoms will not happen. I am! Don't worry about politics, especially related to the winged crown. Focus on what they have to offer us. Back to where we started. You're here because you'll buy. Oh my. They all seem so unique. But I have money just for one. What will I choose? I feel like the protection ring. I'm going with the protection ring. I don't want to die today. A cautious adventurer. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, we don't know what destiny has in store for us. True. Here it is, your gold. I appreciate your time, and I hope to see you again, cutie. Me too. See ya. Talking to such a happy lady gives me a new dose of motivation. I stop a little bit, then I go back to my workday. After wandering around for half an hour, I return to the center of the camp to think where else I could go. But unlike before, there seems to be some sort of commotion. Everyone is getting up hastily.
Come on, hurry up! The seal is breaking!
I look around, startled, but I soon realize they aren't talking to me. The seal. Is it breaking? This means that soon we can all enter the burrow. I need to go! I follow some people who now are using a shortcut in the middle of the dense forest towards the entrance of the burrow. I get there and I see an intense crowd around the magic seal. It's not that hard for me to sneak through people to get closer. In front of the crowd, I can see some of the people I talked to earlier. Boris, Ulfric, and Gravoth are there. Being a witness to the situation makes me a little nervous, I won't deny it. Suddenly, I can see the seal pulsate faster, and everything starts to shake. I see everything light up to an intense white for a moment. Everyone is silent. And after a few seconds, when the light fades, I slowly open my eyes. The entrance of the burrow is wide open. The seal has disappeared. I could see a young dog running towards the cave entrance in front of everyone. "Come on, team! It's time to..." But he doesn't finish his sentence. For soon after, he is thrown violently in the air by something, which came out of the cave. "Everyone hurry! Grab your weapons!" At a glance, I could see the creature that came out of the burrow. It looks like some kind of rhinoceros. However, it has a purplish armor, and several cracks along its surface appear to release electrical sparks. It is not the only one. Soon after, lots and lots of other creatures shoot out from inside the cave. The adventurers seem to lose whatever sense of organization they had until then. Some get desperate and run away. Others grab their weapons, swords, bows, and axes and prepare to fight. However, most seem to be no match for the monsters. They are clearly very dangerous magical beasts. I see a volcanic veined panther spraying flame over a group, and a crystalline skinned hyena flinging spikes of ice at some adventurers who had climbed trees. Farther away, I could see Ulfric leaping and rolling with precise movements to dodge the maul of the colossal serpent, striking it at opportune moments with his sword. Gravoth just seemed uninterested in the confusion, flying away from everyone. And Boris was busy guiding some lost adventurers to safety. While I was distracted, I realized a little too late that I'd let my guard down. Meow. I feel a strong impact on my stomach, which causes me to be dragged several feet back. Shit, that hurts. I feel like this type of injury can be common as I explored the dungeon. I need to be careful not to get hurt too much, or I might not resist. Wow. With my back pressed against the wall, in front of me, there was a huge monster made entirely of stone. He was almost twice my height, even though he was hunched over. It appeared to be vaguely gorilla-like in shape. Possibly it could have been one magically altered by earthstones. It seems I have nowhere to run. However, I'm not the type who runs away from a fight just because it seems difficult. Come on, big guy! I may be small, but I can still do some damage. I charge towards the great stone monster. It tries to strike me with a wide horizontal motion with its arm, but I dodge it easily. And I strike a weak point of the stone layer in his chest with my dagger. Removing it, I somersault backwards to avoid retaliation, then stand up to observe the result. However, my attack doesn't seem to make as much of a difference as I'd like to. My vision is filled with a huge stone arm reaching for my chest. Before I can react, I'm hit. I feel a sharp pain in my chest, and the air escapes my lungs. Meow. For a few moments I'm in the air, being thrown hard, but then I land violently, rolling across the grass. I feel my body aching and bruised, but I struggle to get up. The creature is also hurt, I have no doubt. I like to think of myself as an agile thief rather than a combatant. So I'm not the one who's going to lunge like a beast and be crushed by those stone fists. So I turn to the right and jump towards some tall bushes, ducking to camouflage myself among them. I try to walk as quietly as I can, looking around and trying to pay attention to my opponent's noises. He should have been looking for me near the place I was before. For some reason, I stopped hearing his footsteps. This makes me very uncomfortable. I keep zigzagging, trying not to be followed, and eventually I raise my head slightly to try to spy the creature. However, to my surprise, he is nowhere to be seen. I frantically try to look around, but something quickly catches my eye. From among the leaves, I see a large, stiff, gray fist coming towards my face. Acting fast, I throw myself backward, landing on my back to dodge it. But soon I feel a huge force against my ribs, like some kind of kick. Rolling across the dirt, I end up getting out of the tall grass, seeing the stone monster walking towards me. How did it find me? Maybe the earth stone allows it to feel the vibration in the ground or something. Still, I can't waste time. Ignoring the pain, I stand up, wiping the dirt from my mouth. What matters now is that I know it's no use trying to hide from him. I charge towards the great stone monster. He tries to strike me with a wide horizontal motion with his arm, but I dodge it easily. And I strike a weak point of the stone layer in his chest with my dagger. Removing it, I somersault backward to avoid retaliation, then stand up to observe the result. However, to my surprise, I see the huge body made of rocks turning to dust as it tumbles backward. I can't believe it! I won! Kryle's Expressions Pack, number 1, unlocked. The thunder's loud sound makes me gaze at the stars. Only dark rain clouds fill the sky. It seems the energy from the seal breaking has brought a lot of rain, and by this time it has started. Arriving there, I noticed that most of the adventurers had left. I'm not sure if they freaked out or if it was for some other reason, but almost all the tents were abandoned, with several backpacks, weapons, and items lying on the ground. Eventually, I found Boris walking around with a worried look on his face.
Kryle, thanks to Berdinius, you're here. How are you?
Doctor, I'm fine, don't worry. I'm a little messed up from my fight, but not much. Where did everyone go?
I ordered the groups to leave, taking the wounded to a safer place. Most of them weren't prepared to face so many magic monsters. Actually, I'm very surprised that you were able to defeat a monster by yourself. Congratulations, Kryle.
Oh, thank you. Is there anyone left around here but you?
Yes, the two most experienced besides you, I would say. But maybe not the nicest ones.
I feel like I might know who they are.
Let's meet them before something bad happens.
I follow Boris to the Burrow's entrance, noticing he doesn't know about the shortcut. And as I expected, Gravoth and Ulfric were standing, face to face, with unfriendly looks on their faces.
And why the fuck would I give a damn about what an old imp like you thinks? As I have said countless times, it doesn't matter what I think or I don't think. This symbol you wear with pride will not be allowed at this camp. I know your kind and what you call one of the true furry hero stories, it's a lie. You should be grateful I have ordered my guards to help people. Otherwise, you would be put in jail right now. Oh, really? So you believe that tiny shits you call us gods can arrest me, big lion? They can't. And why won't you come here and try and take it away from me? Are you afraid? I thought you were half dragon, too. But it's crystal clear you're just a fucking chicken. Do not talk to me like that. Ugh. As I watch Gravoth stomping towards Ulfric like he's about to punch him in the face, I notice Boris running towards them to stop the fight. Hey, how about we calm down our spirits a little, friends? Think about it. Each of you has a different reason for being here, which is very important to you.
However, in order to achieve it, whatever it is, we all need to enter the dungeon and face the challenges that lie within it. Doesn't it make sense that we should work together? At least for now.
Breathe in, breathe out. Calm down yourself, Grivoth. He's just another fanatic who lost his way. Calm down. Calm down! After almost 10 seconds of deep breathing, Grivoth seems to go back to his usual posture. Dr. Boris has a point. It is useless effort to have conflicts now. If justice must be brought, there is no reason to rush.
Yeah, whatever. Just fuck off and get off my tail.
And then, totally ignoring Boris's words, Ulfric turned away and headed inside the cave. I look at the researcher, who just shrugs, not seeming to be surprised at all by the attitude. Suddenly, I feel a little tense. As the sayings go, the Silver Hunter only brings misfortune wherever he goes. I think we should go after him, shouldn't we? Before he does something wrong? I feel my words had some effect. Grivoth seems to tense up again, frowning.
I agree. A being like him shouldn't be left unguarded in such an important place.
With a rigid expression, Grivoth follows him, not appearing to be waiting for us. I look at Boris, and we both share the same expression on our faces. Frustration.
I think I lost the way to stop arguments.
We should go after them, right?
You're right, but there's no time to waste. Let's go.
My heart races. I wonder, what kind of thing are we going to find here? Upon entering, we found ourselves inside a kind of large cavernous tunnel. It was damp, cold, and dark. Luckily, we both have a certain ability to see in situations like this. I feel tense, silently walking forwards, looking for any sign of Grivoth or Ulfric. But soon we find ourselves in a different place, in a much brighter one. It appears to be a large, cylindrical hall, bedecked with many glittering crystals on the walls and ceiling. Directly in front of us, at the back of the hall, there is a large stone gate with several magical runes carved into it. Distributed around this gate are a set of 4 open entrances that lead into more dark corridors. And finally, in the center of the room, there's some sort of altar or something. A small stone rises from the ground with the figure of an armored bear etched into the rock. And luckily for us, or maybe unluckily, the 2 adventurers who went ahead were standing in the hall, investigating it, each at an opposite end.
Oh, what a relief. You 2 are here, and well. It doesn't seem possible to proceed easily, does it? I could have sworn I said it would be easier if we all explored together.
They both look at Boris after his unexpected barb, but none of them respond. Soon, Boris also gets ahead, silently, to observe the altar. Nobody was talking about anything, and that tension was making me uncomfortable. So I decided to bring up something with the first thing that popped into my head. So, why is this place called Burrow of the Fallen Bear? Was there really a bear? I hear Ulfric laughing briefly, looking at me, then at Boris.
Doctor, do you know anything about this? Is this bear a relative of yours?
Even from his distance, Ulfric seems attentive to our conversation and lets out a little mockery.
Not all bears know each other, Ulfric, as I believe it happens with all species.
Quiet, you 2.
If you don't know the answer, there's no point in arguing.
Walking as if he was a teacher moving between desks, Grivoth walks towards us, and everyone pays attention to him.
Kryl. A long time ago, when the furry heroes still roamed this land, there was a legendary criminal called the Fallen Bear. He was initially nothing more than a violent assailant, but gradually he gained more fame and resources. Many lesser bandits allied themselves with him, eventually entire gangs. And over time, even some cities, mostly the ones that were dissatisfied with the Crown's decisions, began to offer protection and support to this group. Members of the Bodenius Tower grew increasingly restless and worried at the time. Everyone thought that the fallen bear might end up starting a civil war. But almost as quickly as he appeared, he disappeared again. The entire terrorist organization he had created collapsed without a leader. And soon, it was all swept away to a footnote in history books.
Rumor has it that the sucker entered this place, his private home, and locked himself in here with his treasure.
Looking surprisingly interested in the matter, Ulfric approaches too, stopping on the opposite side. It's the first time I've seen them interact without wanting to kill each other.
Nobody knows why. Madness is caused by greed, love, or other shit like that.
I don't think all of that matters now. What matters is that he accumulated a lot of magic stones in his raids. These magic stones that are accumulated here may have caused great mutations to the local life, generating those dangerous magic monsters. We need to be careful.
This is very interesting. I think that... Wait. While listening to the explanation, I approached the altar behind the doctor, who seemed to be distracted by the bear's figure. There were 4 round openings at the top of the altar, as if something should be inserted there. Did you see this? Everyone approaches me, looking at where I'm pointing. Bright blue paint runs from the altar ahead up to the large stone central gate.
Probably the gate in front of where the greatest treasures are gathered.
And to open it, we need to find 4 keys and insert them into the openings of the altar. It doesn't seem difficult. I believe that we walk as a group. There should be no obstacles that can stop us. Don't you agree? A Bodenius Tower researcher collaborating with a criminal? Forget it. Also, I'm sorry, Doctor, but silence means consent, and you haven't done anything to stop him. So.
And at what point did I say I needed your help, you fucker?
Your words don't affect me at all. If you'll excuse me.
And after saying that, Gravoth left us, heading inside one of the doors.
Alright, fuck it. You two, do what you want. I will solve this myself.
And like Gravoth, Ulfric also enters one of the doors, disappearing into the darkness. I look at Boris.
Well, I'm not surprised. I won't go after them, as I believe it will only cause more unnecessary stress. I may not be a combatant, but I think I know my way around enough to be able to explore one of these places on my own. If you want, you can come after me. Or who knows, maybe follow one of the other hardheads. I get the feeling they deal with you better than they do with me. There is also the option to explore alone, of course.
Thank you, Doctor. I will think about it. And with that, Boris also heads for one of the doors, disappearing into the darkness. I'm alone in the main hall. Very good. That's a great question. What am I supposed to do now, really? Gravoth is certainly the wisest and most intelligent of all here. He must know very important and useful things that can help me. On the other hand, Ulfric seems to be the most experienced in combat. If there are magic monsters along the way, I'm sure they won't be any obstacle for him. But Boris seems to be the one most willing to cooperate, and I'm sure he could take care of me if I got hurt in any way. However, walking with someone can make it difficult for me to be silent and stealthy, which I would say is my best skill. Maybe I should... First comment I see in the chat's the one I'm going with. That's how I'm deciding this. If I don't see a comment in the next minute, then I'll just pick on my own. This is a group effort, everyone. This is a collaborative effort. Male doll, if you're still here, then it would be pretty interesting for you to pick. No one's commenting yet. I will search for Boris. I like Boris. Dr. Boris is someone who is trustworthy and concerned. There are many challenges inside the Burrow. Having his support would be great. Also, he seems the most stable among the 3 adventurers inside. Upon entering this area, the first thing I come across is a staircase carved into the rock leading down. It's even darker than usual. I pull out my dagger, using the firestone that's carved into it to ignite a small flame on the hilt. It's a very, very subtle light, but I just need it so I can see better in the dark. Advantages of feline eyes. Descending further and further, I find myself in a low, narrow, rocky hallway. For me, it's not something so claustrophobic, but it can be for someone bigger than me, like Boris. Stalactites and stalagmites rise from the ceiling and floor, menacingly. The path I follow suddenly bends several times, making several turns. Eventually, it leads to a wider hallway with a large gate in the center. It appears to be locked by a huge padlock with several runes carved into it. And in front of the gate is Dr. Boris, rummaging through his bag. He seems to have noticed me, too, looking at me with a surprised expression.
Oh, Kryle, you're here.
His voice is gentle as usual, and he greeted me happily. Hello, Doctor. How are things? I realized then how strange it is to try to have a casual conversation in the situation we're in.
Are you okay, Kryle? Are you hurt in any way? Do you need something?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
I'm relieved. Sorry for my concern.
So far, I haven't encountered any problems here. Just the sealed magic... This is him talking.
Just the sealed magic gate. Would you like to accompany me as I investigate here?
Well, I think it's better to do this together than alone, don't you?
This is a thought I very much agree with.
Do you have any idea how to pass this?
Lucky for us. Actually, I do. Check it out.
And then, from his pocket, the doctor pulls a strange golden key. It glows with a very beautiful reddish tint. What's this?
This is something very important and interesting. Can I ask you to keep this between us, okay? It is the master key to the Burrow.
What?
It was very difficult for me to achieve this, but I am sure it would be very useful here.
Why didn't you tell the others about it, Doctor?
To tell you the truth, Kryle, I don't fully trust those two. You must understand why I don't rely on Ulfric. At the same time, something makes me suspect Griffith's honesty. I don't know, it might be stupid. Call it intuition, if you like. Can I ask you to keep this secret for me?
The doctor's smile resembles honesty, but his actions leave me a little dubious. What should I answer? All right, you have my vote of confidence.
Thank you very much, Kryle. You don't know how much this means to me.
You helped me at camp. I think it's just fair. I owe you something.
And now you don't owe me anything else.
With that matter closed, Boris brings the key to the padlock, inserting it. The hallway is filled with an intense rumbling, sending specks of dust and dirt from the ceiling over our heads. And then the gate moves through an opening on the wall, as if it were the same, automatically.
Interesting.
We both enter the room in front of us. The hall is very large and open, with perfectly polished walls that are very different from the previous corridor. It seems to have a quadrangular shape. The floor is smooth, and so is the ceiling. It has a strangely artificial whole look.
Be careful, Kryle. We don't know what sorts of danger may lie here.
With these words, the doctor walks away from me, going to the other end of the room. Without many options, I go into, too, to investigate. I start going around the walls, turning left. I think there's something really weird about this room. The walls make a perfect angle of 90 degrees with the floor. I wonder if... Suddenly, the entire room begins to shake. But this time, I can identify the source of the noise as being louder and more continuous. I look up, and I have a strange, uncomfortable feeling, as if the room was getting smaller. This impression becomes a certainty when I feel another tremor coming from the ceiling, and I see with my own eyes it coming down a few inches. I can see Boris running up to me, exaltedly.
Kryle, quick! Let's get back! It's a trap!
I nod, quickly turning my back, but then I see that the gate is already closing. We run up to it, but it's too late. Shit! We're trapped here!
Alright. Let's just calm down. There must definitely be a way out of here. Despair won't solve anything.
Despite the doctor's words, I see him wildly walking from side to side with his hand on his chin. I can't wait for him to come to a conclusion. I need to do something on my own. Well, back up. Of course. Somehow there has to be a way out of this room. I walk quickly around the wall, nudging it with my hands. There must be an illusion, a hollow wall or something similar. There has to be. I study the corners, the edges, everything. Meanwhile, the ceiling seems lower and lower. Eventually, I realize I've already made my way back to the entrance gate again. I look up and notice the ceiling right over the gate. Soon will be. However, I'm soon caught off guard by a huge noise that echoes through the entire room. At the same time, a wave of dust and small rocks falls down.
Kryle!
I look towards the center of the room when I hear the doctor's voice. And then, I see something that makes my mouth drop. The doctor is in the center of the room with both arms outstretched. He's holding the ceiling! Doctor!
Kryle, stay calm and listen, okay? I could hold the ceiling, but not for long. If we want to escape from here, we need to collaborate with our skills. If I've learned anything from my years of adventure, it's that there's some sort of mechanism that controls the roof movement. Probably on top of it. You need to find it and disable it.
But how? The roof is solid! Without saying anything else, I see Boris release the ceiling with one hand and punch the ceiling with monstrous force, creating not just a crack, but a huge hole in the solid rock. Several smaller rocks collapse in front of me. It's big enough for me to actually be able to sneak in, even if I have to squeeze a little.
Go! Now!
And what about you?
I will hold on tight. Don't worry. I trust you, Kryle.
I don't know if I should do this. What if he can't take it? There must be an alternative for us to escape together. All right. I'll save you, Doctor. Just hold on. Saying that, I look up towards the opening, straighten my posture, and then I jump towards it. On the upper side of the ceiling, it's all very, very dark. I'm lucky I still have my magic dagger in my hand, which allows me to see something. I could see several loosened chains that look like they could hold the ceiling, or from my perspective, the floor. On the actual ceiling, several feet above, I see all the chains are connected to a large central steel wheel, which is slowly turning, loosening them. If I could rotate it in the opposite direction, I would be able to reverse the falling motion. I bite the dagger, holding onto one of the chains and starting to climb upwards. I can see that my weight pushing the chain down makes the wheels speed up, which must put even more pressure on Boris. I need to be really fast. Reaching the top, I lean towards the wheel, grabbing one of the steel bars in its frame. My weight alone isn't enough to alter its movement, but that's not all I could do. Picking up momentum, I fling my body forward, not letting go of the metal bar, and I push my hind legs against the ceiling. Meow. So, with all the strength of my body, I start pulling the steel bar in the opposite direction of the wheel's motion. The weight is absurd. My palms immediately start to burn, and soon my muscles too. But despite slowing down a little, it still doesn't stop. Move, damn it! I start to shake all over, unable to stop. So I have a desperate idea. I bring one hand to the dagger between my teeth. I hold it tightly, lifting it up and focusing my energy to activate its power. And soon after, I descend with it on the mechanism, sinking into the rigid metal with a lunge bathed in flames. The whole room seems to vibrate. The metal bar seems to loosen in my other hand. I take the opportunity to turn the wheel intensely in the opposite direction, and that makes the chains tangle in it again. With no support at all, I start to plummet at that moment. At the same time, I see the ceiling go up again. I straighten my body in the air to pass through the same hole I used to climb up. And finally, I land on the floor, crouched and unharmed. Being able to look up and see that my whole plan worked. The ceiling has gone up again. Doctor, we did it! Our plan worked! Did you... But when I look back to where the doctor was before, I see him lowering to the ground, clutching his arms with an expression of pain. I run to him, ducking in front of him. Doctor! Are you all right? I see him sigh, panting. Surely he's very tired and hurt from having held so much weight. You should give him a, arm massage or something. But still, I see him smiling while trying to get back to his usual posture.
You did splendidly well, Kryle. Do not worry about me. I am fine. A bruise here and there is nothing to a field doctor. Later I'll put some ointment and it'll all be good.
Oh. Do you want some help with that?
No, it's not necessary. Let's keep trying to find the key here.
Despite saying this, I notice his hunched posture and his trembling arms. I should... Doctor, you are very careful with others, always worried about how everyone is. But you also need to give yourself the freedom to ask for help too. It's weird. Whenever the option pops up, like it only pops up briefly, because when I hit the A button to progress like I am right now, it should go to the option screen, but that also selects the first option that's hovered over. So if I want to check out all the options, I have to back up to the screen to see them. Think that a wounded hand cannot hold any tool. Dr. Boris was silent for a few moments, but eventually he broke into a more genuine smile, accompanied by a weary sigh.
You got me. I guarantee it won't be too difficult.
And finally, he sat down on the floor. From his pocket, he pulled out a small leather bag entwined with a string. I approached him and took the object, opening it. A fresh, strong scent similar to mint washed over me.
If you can, just rub it on my arms. The effect is very fast.
And then, as suggested, I spread the cream on my hands and start rubbing it on the doctor's arms. The feeling, it's a little nicer than I expected. There's a strong temperature contrast between this cold cream and his warm fur. Also, with my fingers, I could feel his muscles perfectly. It's impressive. His body looks perfectly sculpted, even though he's a doctor. It's almost like rubbing a mountain. His woody aroma mixes with the mint one, and I feel myself relax almost automatically. Doctor, did I hurt you?
No, don't worry. I'm fine. It's been a long time since I held something this heavy.
Have you ever been through similar things?
Yes. Like I said, I wanted to be like the furry heroes. When I was young, believe it or not, I was actually a lot stronger. Once, my friends were trapped under a collapsed castle. I spent a whole day digging in the rocks with my bare paws to find them. My skin was so raw that I was bleeding from my fingers, and I had to leave them bandaged for a month. But oh, it was definitely worth it.
This is really amazing. One day I want to be like that too. I think it's something necessary to be a furry hero.
I think you've got what it takes, pup. You already look like a hero to me.
Thank you, Doctor. But I was curious, what happened to your friends? The doctor's expression suddenly turned grim and quite sad.
I think that's enough. Thank you, Cryle.
I obey, backing away from the doctor as he stands up.
My friends gave me many good memories. That is all.
Even though he is smiling, I hear some melancholy in his voice. All right then, it's good that you're better. Shall we go back to looking for the key?
Yes, that is a great idea.
I look around. The first thing that catches my eye, besides the mess in the room, it's just that some of the things we had resulted in on the opposite side of the entrance gate, a big opening appearing in the wall. I approach it immediately, though quite cautiously. Look, Doctor, I think I found a way out of here. I call out to Boris to come closer and see him coming up to me right away.
Take care, Cryle. We don't know if there are any more obstacles in the way or not.
I nod in agreement, and then we move on. When we reach the other side, we found an irregular-looking tunnel again. Compared to the perfect symmetry of the trap room, I'm relieved to see steep walls and eroded ceiling. As I had imagined before, Boris seems to have some difficulty moving around here, having to dodge obstacles with his broad body. We walk through the darkness for long minutes, long enough for me to start getting worried. The trap made us vigilant. We remain in silence, looking for signs of anything else. So we ended up really surprised when the first significant thing we found was the entrance to a small room.
I'll go first. Keep an eye out, okay?
All right. And as said, he enters the room carefully, looking around with an attentive posture. But suddenly he stops, looking into the corner of the room that was out of my sight.
Cryle, get over here!
Finding that sudden pause strange, I walk in, and when I see what he was looking at, I understand right away. There is a massive skull of a serpentine creature, with the bones indicating its length of several feet curled around it. Between the two eyes, there was a glowing orange stone, an earthstone. It's a giant snake skeleton.
It seems that the guardian of this sector did not survive long enough to provide it the appropriate protection. Rest in peace, noble creature. May Burdenius receive you in her arms.
Boris is silent for a few moments. Meanwhile, I start looking around the room, and soon I find something that interests me. A small, rocky, high altar with a dark, glowing stone inserted into the center of it. I approach it as I watch it and examine it. Boris, this is the key, right? After calling him, he turns around and approaches me to analyze the object too.
Yes, it seems so. Nice work, Cryle. You got what we wanted.
Satisfied and tired, I take the stone and put it in my pocket. We nod to each other, ready to leave.
Hey, Cryle.
However, the doctor's voice holds me back a little longer. He approaches me, laying a hand on my shoulder.
You've worked really hard this far. You did very well. But still, I'm worried that you're trying too hard. It's important to know when to get some rest.
At the doctor's words, I almost feel as if my muscles hear his suggestion. And immediately they start to burn and tingle as if asking me to take a little break. I think I am tired, yes. But we don't have much time to rest. We need to get back soon.
Relax, pup. If you collapse from exhaustion along the way, you won't get anything done.
That makes sense.
Come here. Let me help you a little, as a reward for your exemplary performance.
Boris walks to a far corner of the room. He sits on the floor, crossing his legs, and taps his huge paw on his thigh as if inviting me to sit on it.
Come on. Lay your head here. It's more comfortable than it looks, I swear.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? We're friends, aren't we?
Despite being a little incredulous with an invitation of such intimacy, I ended up accepting it out of fatigue. I lay on the floor, resting my head on his lap. As I'd said, it was actually quite comfortable. I feel his paw reach the top of my head, sliding his fingers through my fur. I can smell him up close and hear his breathing too. It's an incredible feeling. From the angle where I stand, I see his Burdinius locket wagging slightly. Doctor, can I ask you something?
Of course, Cryle.
What motivated you to dedicate yourself to Burdinius?
Well, it's a long story, you know.
I'm willing to listen.
What an admirable dedication. Well, where should I start? When I started trying to become a great hero, actually, I wasn't the most talented person. I was part of a group where we all dreamed of becoming furry heroes together. There were 5 of us. Each had their talent, incredible magic abilities, Furland's quietest feat, and infallible memory. But in the end, my only talent was being the lucky one who stayed alive after the danger passed. One by one, they failed along the way by the misfortunes of fate. I couldn't do anything to prevent it, and over time, I became bitter. I thought none of it made any sense. I've done things that I really regret. But at one point, like a snap, I felt enlightened by divine clarity. Something told me that there was still a purpose in my life. I might not be able to rescue those I've lost, but I can protect and save those yet to come. I had missed the chance to be a furry hero, but who knows? I could still improve one's health in the future. Burdinius always gives her children a second chance, like the majestic phoenix she is. This is mine.
I was quiet throughout Boris's monologue. I just listened silently. I felt that it really came from his heart. Is that why you take such good care of me?
When you talk like that, it sounds a little selfish, doesn't it? But yes, like I'm living my dream through you.
I don't think you're being selfish, Doctor. Actually, I think that's amazing. If it weren't for you, I could be in much worse shape. If one day I achieve my dream, it'll be thanks to you. Regardless of your reasons behind, you saved me, and I will never forget that.
Thank you, Pup. It really means a lot to me.
After that, we just stayed together for a few long minutes while he rubbed my fur. Light of Berdinius, music unlocked. Yay!
Cryle,
Yes, Doctor?
could you leave my lap, please?
Of course, Doctor. Is something wrong? I look at him, and his face blushed. He glances at me.
I'm sorry about that. You made me have a boner.
Oh. I'm sorry about that, Doctor.
Oh, don't worry. This is just a natural reaction. It's not your fault. But I also need time to relieve myself. Could you go ahead, please?
Oh, I blush while approaching him. I'm feeling the same, Doctor. Can't we relieve ourselves together?
Oh. Are you sure of that?
Yes. Then we take off our clothes and lay down on the ground.
You're so cute, Cryle. And your cute cock makes me even hornier.
Oh God, it's so hard to get through this. You're the handsome one here, Doctor. Your muscles, your abs, your huge cock. Everything in you is so big that
That you want to feel our cocks together.
I feel I'm prepared to feel you inside me.
Oh, Cryle, you are so adorable. I promise I'll put it slow. Just relax.
No, it hurts.
Relax, Cryle, please.
My viewership just went up by 2, so whoever just joined right now, this very moment, I would provide context, but there is no context. It's too thick, Doctor. I can't.
Hold my paw. I'm here with you. Trust me.
I trust you. I trust you.
This is amazing, Cryle. You're so warm.
I can't believe I'm feeling you entirely inside of me. I can feel your cock throbbing in my ass.
I miss this, Cryle, so much. Having sex with someone who is really special to me.
Oh God, I need something stronger. Keep going, Doctor. I'm your kitten.
I squeeze my paw. I'm twitching just by bumping your tiny ass. I need to stop. I will.
Please, don't stop. It's gonna be so painful having to hear myself later doing this.
The way you press my cock, I can't hold it any longer.
I just want to feel your cock, Doctor.
I know, but this is so good that I will.
So come with me, Doctor. In a burst of pleasure, we come everywhere. Later, I close my eyes.
Are you okay, Kryle?
Better than you imagine, Doc. Whew.
Thank you for making me feel this pleasure again.
I know that sometimes friends need to help each other, Doc. I've learned this with a friend of mine. We smile at each other and rest for the next few minutes. As soon as we feel ready, we put on our clothes and follow our way. Can I save right now? I can. That seems like a good save point. Oh. There we go. So, Burrow of the Fallen Bear, a gay furry visual novel. To everyone who had to hear me do that, whew, sorry. I hope you guys enjoy the game. Way more explicit than I expected. Oh. Okay. I'll be back on Sunday to continue my playthrough of Venus Improbable Dream. I think there is a non-zero chance that I will be returning to this game at some point in the future, so be on the lookout for that. Everyone who watched this on YouTube and got all the way to the end of the video, I have absolutely no words. There is nothing I could say right now to describe how I feel after having done this. I need to go and take a shower. On behalf of East Asia Soft, I have been Skull. Have yourselves a great day and a great weekend. Thank you to Maildoll and Mo97 for popping in the chat. Shout out to the lurkers. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. And may all of your gay furry dreams come true.